Today I'm going to show you how to review the proposal prior to printing, how to print a quote, how to print a proposal, and printing a contract. Once you have logged on to EraPower using your unique user ID and password, select Showroom from the main menu and then select the diary icon from this business process desktop. Your diary page will then display. The column title details will have a P on the line for the respective client you wish to work with, which indicates a proposal already exists. In this example, by clicking on the letter P, EraPower will then display the current proposal details. The screen will display the current values saved against the proposal. At this point, you can choose to amend or add any items to the proposal prior to finalising it. Items may be added by clicking on the line related to what you wish to add as per previous modules. This is also your opportunity to flag any components to be paid by each entity and also to determine how you wish various components to be printed on the final document. In this instance, I will select the Details tab on the left side navigation bar. Prior to finalising and printing the proposal, you should ensure all relevant items have been flagged correctly here for pay by and print presentation. These were covered in the previous training module. Simply click OK to return to the summary page. Now that you have confirmed that all items are included on the proposal, you could now print a quote. Quotes would normally be printed in fleet departments and may be required in some retail sales departments. By clicking the Finish button, a number of options will display. In this instance, I will select Print a Quote. EraPower will then display the quote and invoice printing screen, and here you will need to select a relevant quote template from the drop-down box. The list of templates that display will be dealer specific and may vary. I will select Quote excluding GST. Once you have selected the relevant quote template, then you have the choice of adding additional comments to the quote, reviewing the entity details, and then printing the quote. By clicking on Comments, you have the ability to key any free format additional comments you require in relation to this particular quote. For example, 5 of these types of vehicles currently available in stock. Once comments have been keyed, simply click OK to save the comments. By clicking on the Entity button from the quote and invoice printing screen, the Entity screen display will provide you the ability to check and confirm the name and address details for the proposal. Make any necessary changes here if required, and simply click OK to return to the quote printing screen. By selecting the Print button on the action bar, you can now print the quote using the selected quote template nominated above. The default printer name will appear in the printer box, and this is determined by the workstation number that is assigned to your user ID upon login when you first launch EraPower. Apart from printing, you also have the option to email the document either to yourself or direct to the client. If you choose to email, the printer name would need to be changed to the respective email printer name assigned to your dealership. For example, Email FM. Once you select this, the email address boxes display and you can check or amend the recipient details as you wish. In this training module, we will work with printing the quote. The FM suffix on the end of printer names indicates this is a form printer. In this example, I will simply click OK and the quote will print to the designated printer. Once you have printed a quote, EraPower will return to the proposal summary page, and you can now select Finish and choose the option for Proposal Review. This can be completed here or when printing a contract. Upon selection of Proposal Review, this screen will display. There are various fields of data that will need to be completed prior to printing the proposal or contract, namely driver's license number, if not already populated, expiry date, and date of birth, if vehicle is to be licensed in an individual's name. Delivery information may be required to be entered if your dealership is using the pre-delivery software. Customer order number may be required for fleet companies or businesses when they purchase vehicles. Simply click OK to save any data entered and return to the proposal summary page. At this point, if you have negotiated a price with the client, then you can actually select Finish, and from the list of options displayed, then select Enter Customer Offer. You will then be prompted to key in the value of the offer, including GST. Europower will display the current proposal total in the customer offer box, and you simply key in the value as agreed, inclusive of GST, and click OK. Once the customer offer has been entered and you have clicked OK, Europower will return to the proposal summary page, and you will notice that the difference between the original proposal total and the customer offer amount entered will now populate into the miscellaneous field and will actually show on printed documents as a discount. Now that the final figures have been entered, if you do not wish to print a proposal, effectively a quote to work through the contents of the deal, and require to print a contract for the client to sign, then you simply click Finish, and then from the list of options displayed, click on Print a Contract. The screen will display when you have selected to print a contract. The review button at the top will provide a screen display exactly the same as previously for proposal review, with driver's license and delivery details if you need to update any of that information. The Entity button will display the entity details screen as per previous screen displays. And, again, you can make any final changes to the entity name and address details. When you click on the Print button, this will launch the printer bar, and you can either print or email the contract. The printed default will be as per your workstation number previously defined and is attached to your user ID when launching Europower initially. Simply click OK if you are happy to proceed in printing. Alternatively, you may also change the printer name if you wish to email or send the printed document to an alternative printer.